How's it going, guys? So, approximately like 3 or 6 months ago, I saw that Morrowind and Oblivion were both on sale on the Xbox app on PC. So I bought both of them with the intention of making a bunch of videos on both of them because Skyrim was kind of running dry on content for me. Although I never actually got around to it because I had a resurgence of Skyrim motivation. But I recently retried Morrowind. I mean, I've tried playing Oblivion a few different times, and each time I never really, I never really got into Oblivion very well. I think the graphics are ridiculously off-putting. Not just because they're low quality, but because they look like Play-Doh from another universe. So, Oblivion was pretty hard to get into. So I tried Morrowind, like literally a few weeks ago, and I love it. I fucking love Morrowind now. This is not the first time I've tried to play Morrowind. I think I've tried to get into it like 5 times. But due to a lot of the old game mechanics, like the incredibly tiny render distance, the square resolution, and the weird oddities of an old game that take getting used to, I was never really able to get into it and fully enjoy it. But lately, like slowly but surely, every time I tried to get into it, I would learn mechanics and I would learn the dice roll system and the magic system, etc., etc. And now that I've actually learned how to play the game and how it functions, and I play on OpenMW. OpenMW kind of modernizes Morrowind. It allows you to increase the render distance and, have a nice widescreen display. And it's so fucking good. I swear to God, Morrowind feels more like Skyrim than Oblivion feels like Skyrim. Like, Morrowind and Skyrim feel like they're in the same universe. They feel like tangential games. But Oblivion, to me, feels like a different game in a different franchise, in a different series. Which is really weird, if you really think about it. Like, why Oblivion was so different, I don't really know. But I think everybody who if you love Skyrim, you need to play Morrowind on OpenMW. It is really good. Especially once you actually get used to the graphics. Like, once the novelty of the bad graphics wears off, you realize how good they actually are, especially with high render distance. Like, I'm playing on, I think, 10 cell render distance, which is pretty damn high. And you can see Vivek all the way from Seydonin, and it is magnificent. You can see all of these cities all at once, and it feels much smaller, the world, which is one of my gripes with Vanilla Morrowind, or as some people call it, Old Wind. It feels so massive and intimidating, but when you play, just the one change of adding the render distance makes it not feel so intimidating, and I think that's a really great change that OpenMW offers. But the graphics are actually very good. It's not Play-Doh-y. Like, Oblivion is so Play-Doh-y. It's so weird because it's like there's no detail. Or there is, but it's like, it's just smooth and neutered. You know what I mean? It's like if Morrowind was a rhinoceros full of testosterone. Oblivion is like a female octopus just like dripping with estrogen. That's what That's just what it feels like to me. I'm gonna be trying to get into Oblivion too because I want to make some videos on it. And listen, Oblivion is a good game. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and shit on it because I know a lot of people love it. And I mean, from what I've played, it's decent and it's pretty solid. And I could get into it, and I do want to. So I'm not trying to shit on it. But it's just the graphics and the way it feels is so much more janky. And it feels like an Xbox 360 game. Like, Oblivion did come out on the Xbox 360, but so did Skyrim. Skyrim feels universal. And Morrowind almost feels universal too, with OpenMW. By the way, I'm not sponsored by OpenMW. I just really love that fucking service they provide. Like, Morrowind feels like an old game that was adapted, but it was made to be kind of timeless, whereas Oblivion feels like it was made to fit the Xbox 360 low testosterone fucking smooth Play-Doh-y vibe. You know what I mean? And listen, I love Xbox 360. I grew up on that shit. But that's just what it feels like to me. I think if you love Skyrim, you should play Oblivion. I'm sorry, not Oblivion, Morrowind. I mean, you should play Oblivion, but you should play Morrowind. It's an amazing game, and I'm going to be making a bunch of videos on it. I think I've already made a few videos on this channel about Morrowind, and I'm going to be making more as I learn about the game and as I progress, and as I have information to provide, because I like making informational videos. So that's what I'm going to be doing as I get more information on the game. I think Morrowind is fantastic. It's a hidden gem. It's largely misunderstood by the new gen Elder Scrolls fan base because it's so old and because it's kind of challenging to get into. Even for me, it was challenging to get into because of the way it is and how old it is and the graphics and the render distance and the mechanics and the dice roll and blah blah blah. No voice acting, blah blah blah. But once you actually get into it, you realize just how good and ahead of its time it was. If they made a Morrowind remaster or an Oblivion remaster, bro, I would eat that shit up. Swear to God. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was just a short video. Just wanted to talk about a few random things. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in a few days. Stay awesome as always, and peace out.